Oh, Ate DJ!
Hi, ate!
Hi, Joey. Hi, Mel. So, how was school today?
Ate DJ, masaya naman po.
Yes, Ate, we had lots of fun today.
Great. So, anong ginawa niyo today at school?
Nagbasa po at nag-recess. Sarap po ng baon ko.
Ikaw talaga, Mel, as long as it's about food. So, how about you, Joey?
Oh, we solved math problems and talked about space.
Great.
Oh, and we met someone today, Ate.
Oh, met someone? Who?
Opo. May mga bagong transfer student po kasi kami. Galing sa ibang school. Nakipagkilala ako sa kanila pero Ate DJ.
Ano yun, Mel?
Classmate po namin siya, ate.
Yeah, but...
And did you talk to your new classmate?
Hindi po siya nagsasalita. Ginagamit po niya yung kamay niya.
Oh, and then?
May isang teacher po na pumunta sa classroom. Nakita ko po sila na parang nag-uusap, pero wala namang salita.
Yeah, the teacher was talking, but our classmate was not.
Oo nga, galaw lang ng galaw yung kamay nila. Tapos, nag-explain po si teacher na magiging classmate daw po namin yung bata. Pero, hindi siya kapareho namin. Gagamit daw siya nung... Anong tawag po ba doon? Yung...
Yes, they were using something. What is that called?
I think you're talking about sign language.
Ah, yes, sign language. Now I remember.
Yun nga po, Ate DJ. Ano nga po ba yun?
Melt, sign language uses hands and maybe even different parts of your body. Sign language is used by many deaf people to communicate.
Oo nga po, ate. Tayo kasi, we use sounds from our mouth which are heard by our ears. Sila, ginagamit nila ang kamay nila to make different gestures which are understood by their eyes. Ganon yun, Mel.
Okay, kaya po pala. Ang dami nilang actions kapag nag-uusap. Ano po ulit yung itinawag nyo dun sa mga gumagamit ng sign language?
Oh, I believe that they are called deaf.
Right, Joey, they are called deaf.
Deaf. Ano po yun?
Yan ang tawag sa mga hindi nakakarinig ng maayos or they cannot hear at all, Melt.
Opo, ate. They can still learn since many of them have no thinking problems.
That's right.
It's just that they need another way to communicate with other people.
Yun po yung sign language.
Yes, Melt. Tama.
Bakit po ang dami niyong alam tungkol sa kanila, Ate DJ?
Well, Melt, I did a school project before with Teacher Jerly.
Oh, I know Teacher Jerly. Siya po yung teacher ng classmate po namin.
Yes, Joey, I was able to talk to her and I was able to interview her as well. We talked about many things. Gusto niyo bang malaman?
Opo, Ate DJ.
Okay, sure. Tara, punta muna tayo sa WORDHUB and then we can discuss it there.
Yay!
Let's go!
When a story starts with faith, it can only grow further and stronger. As time passes by, we learn about your story. In an institution of exceptional healthcare, with genuine Christian compassion, we care about you. With a safe, secured, and sanitized environment, accompanied by a team of trusted healthcare professionals, We're built this way to serve you better. By providing affordable health services to general population, we want what's best for you. Because at New Era General Hospital, everyone matters. Every morning is a new story with Kada Umaga.
Your favorite morning show, ito po ang Kada Umaga!
Surprise performances, latest trends, expert hacks, and exciting games. Be ready to be part of the Kada Squad and enjoy your morning with Diana, Emma, and Pia. Kada Umaga, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon, only on Net 25.
Let's get together. Sunday 25. Sunday 25.
So, Melt, Joey, teacher Jerly and I were able to talk about some terms related to deafness. We also talked about awareness of those who are hearing and those who are deaf. Oh, wait lang. Meron pa yata akong copy ng interview video na ginawa ko. So, I'm gonna look for it in my laptop so that you can watch.
Okay po.
Here it is. Hi everyone! Today I'm going to interview a special education teacher and a sign language interpreter who teaches children who are deaf and uses a special way to communicate with them. Hello po,
Hi,
Teacher
DJ.
Julie. It's so nice of you to be with me
Thank you
today.
for inviting me here.
Thank you so much po. Okay po, so our first question po is, what is your background or what do you do po?
I have a bachelor's degree in family life and child development, and I also have a master's units in special education. So I work as a SPED teacher, and I also do sign language interpreting.
What is a sign language interpreter naman po?
A sign language interpreter is someone who knows the language of the deaf. So a sign language interpreter serves as a bridge because there's a communication gap.
Yes, indeed.
So there's a communication barrier. So to overcome that, there's a sign language interpreter who can sign for the deaf so the message can get to them, and also to voice out what the deaf wants to say to those who can hear.
So can you tell us more about deaf people? What does deaf refer to?
The word deaf, actually they want it to be spelled with a capital D.
As capital D?
Capital D because it's an identity.
Oh, that's why.
Okay, but if you're just referring to the condition of not being able to hear, you can write it with a small letter D. But if you are referring to a person who has his own culture, like uses sign language, involved with the deaf community, it's the deaf with a capital D.
So to give respect to that person.
Yes, because they are a community and they have their own identity. So that's how they want to be identified as deaf people.
Yes. So, how do you handle many cases po of students who are deaf?
We have one in school. So that's one case, the educational setting. So I also help the deaf when they have interviews or when they have seminars, so I interpret for them. So I also do court interpreting when they need help in court settings. I also did medical setting, like may nagpatulong for check-up. So that's the importance of sign language. And the basic issue here is the access. So they should have access to medical, educational, legal, health. So if there are interpreters in those settings, or if there is at least someone who knows how to communicate with them, at least they would have access and they would fully practice their rights.
Do they have special classes, or do they attend classes with the students who can hear?
There are different placements. We call it placements for deaf students. So there are placements that they are mainstreamed. They are with hearing classmates. When you refer to hearing, it's the person who can hear.
Yes.
Okay. So they have hearing classmates. So that's one setting. They're mainstreamed. Meron naman na the school is plainly for the deaf. And then meron namang iba that their level of hearing is they still have residual hearing. They use a hearing aid, or some have implants. So there are times that they are really mainstream, but they are not supported by an interpreter.
Oh, okay.
They can stand on their own in class.
Okay. Based on your observation, how do students who can hear the hearing, how do they treat those who are deaf?
Marami kasi they are not aware of the situation of the deaf. So when they see them using their sign, medyo negative. So some of them would copy. They would make up signs and they would make fun of them. So that's not right.
No, it's not.
Kasi lalo na pag bata, medyo understandable because they don't really know. They're curious. What's that? Then they do like this. Pero sometimes, sadly, even if there are adults na, they would make fun of the deaf, and it's not really right to make fun of other people's language and culture and identity.
Well, hopefully after they watch this interview, they'll understand more.
Yes, kasi they should be aware that the deaf people uses their hands, their body, their facial expression to talk.
It's because they cannot hear po.
Yes, and then, but some kasi hindi lang talaga deaf, they are called hard of hearing. So even if they can hear, they still need sign language to augment yung kakulangan or to support para maging mas klaro yung communication.
And it's great that they're able to communicate without speaking po.
Yes, actually, when you say speak, sa kanila kasi you just don't speak with your mouth.
Yes, you can speak with. Communication comes in so many different ways po, and it's great that they can communicate without sounds.
Yes, okay. But they do have sounds. That's why we do not use. They do not want to be called deaf mute.
Oh.
They don't want to be called deaf mute because naturally they can produce sounds. When they laugh, you can hear them laugh.
Yes, they can
when they get surprised, when they get angry, they produce sounds.
Yes po.
And then pagka kasi sinabing mute, somebody who cannot say anything,
Yes po.
well, in fact, they can say a lot.
It's true.
Marami silang ideas, marami silang kakayahan. Only they use a different language.
So how can people who are hearing be aware of those who are deaf po?
Well, we need programs like this to promote, to let people know na they are the same as we are.
Yes po.
They are human beings. Meron silang sariling kakayahan. At ang bagay lang na hindi nila nagagawa tulad nating nakakarinig ay yung makarinig. Pero all other things, they can learn, they can do sports, they can even dance, they can sing using sign language, anything. Yun lang ang difference. They cannot hear.
Yes po.
Be your own health advocate by turning into your own expert. We are your coach. Without any fiction and with lots of facts. Be active in a clever way. In good shape.
Good vibes ba ang hanap nyo? Umagang puno ng tawanan, kwentuhan at saya. From food to fun, DIY to life hacks, we've got everything you love. Love, Tony Pat, and everything. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. on Net 25.
Let's get together. Sunday 25. Sunnet 25.
Hi, I'm Art.
And I'm PJ.
Tara, samahan niyo kami.
Listen to our school's podcast.
At pag-usapan natin ang mga issues na mahalaga para sa ating mga teenagers.
Let's create art together in... Dito lang sa Net 25.
Let's net together. Sunnet 25. Sunnet 25.
Teacher Julie also taught me about the proper terms to use when referring to people who are deaf. She also taught me about the differences and the similarities between us and people who are deaf. So we can watch it here too.
So, what terms should people use when they're referring to those who are deaf?
So yung old term is the deaf mute and
Yes,
deaf
po.
and dumb, which is not really now acceptable to the deaf community.
Yes po.
Yung mute din kasi in the Tagalog or in the Filipino dictionary, it is how do you say this? It's translated as pipi.
Ah, yes po.
Oo, pipi. And then pipi, meron ding another meaning as dumb.
Oh.
O kaya they don't like that negative term attached to their identity. So yun, it's a negative term, the deaf mute, deaf and dumb. We don't use it. We can just use the word deaf.
Deaf.
Okay lang. Huwag nyo nang dugtugan.
Okay.
So, deaf na lang. And then, there's also this term used in the medical perspective, which is called hearing impaired.
Hearing impaired.
Because their hearing is impaired.
Yes.
Parang ganon. Kasi from a medical perspective, something is wrong, something is broken, something is not working in your ear. And they have the mechanisms of the ear. They would explain that. Therefore, they coined the term, this person is hearing impaired.
Yes.
But in the deaf community, they don't like a negative term attached to them na something's broken in us.
Who would want a
Ayun,
negative?
yeah.
No
So,
one would.
it's not, they're not really keen to that kind of term. So, just plainly call us deaf because they really accept that they cannot hear.
So what are the differences and similarities between those who are hearing and those who are deaf?
Similarities and differences, as I have said, lahat naman kayang gawin ng mga deaf given the proper education, given the proper support as with the hearing counterpart. Yung difference lang, yun nga, they have different languages and then the hearing can hear and the deaf cannot hear, but both can express. Yun nga lang, difference in language lang yung pinaka-issue sa kanila.
That's why they should always be given a chance to express themselves po.
Yes, and dapat nga mas marami pang tao na matuto ng sign language. Not really yung makapag-interpret fluently, pero at least they would have somebody to talk to.
So that we could communicate with each other.
Yeah, it's important in the family, sa pamilya nila merong marunong, or dapat lahat, yung magulang, mga kapatid nila, marunong mag-sign language para yung deaf person would be at ease sa family nila.
Yes,
instead of having friends which we don't know if would give them a good or bad influence. So at least
right po.
at least kung sa family they would be sure na he would be the deaf person would be given proper advice and that the deaf person would be really taken care of.
Yes po. Okay po. Also, how should people who are hearing respect deaf people?
First, when they see someone who is deaf, please do not make fun of them. Kasi minsan, they mean well. They would say, di ako marunong mag-sign language. Gusto ko silang kausapin. But from the deaf perspective, the person is smiling. The person is making up signs.
Seems like they're making
Yes,
ridiculed.
yes, that's it. That's the word. They feel that they are ridiculed even if yung sinasabi naman is iba dun sa nakikita sa kanila. Because primarily, deaf persons are visual. So what they see is what they what you see is what you get, parang ganon. So ayun, do not make fun of them, do not mag-imbento ng mga hand movements.
Yes, that's very offending.
Oo. And then alam nila ay pipi yan. They can lip read sometimes.
Yes, they're very smart when it comes
Yes, kasi from the start, mula bata sila, nakikita na nila yun pipi, ganun So, alam nila yung movement. So, pag narinig, or pag nakita nila na yun ang movement ng they feel that they are already insulted. Ayan. So, if they see someone, do not make ridicule of their language. Kasi yung iba gagaya-gayahin or mag-make faces, ganon. So, if they see them, and if they want to talk to them, some could understand writing. If you have a paper and pen, you can use that. Some uses their hand or their arm to write, or if you know the basic alphabet, if we call it manual alphabet, or if you know basic signs, they would appreciate that if you really want to say something. Pero if you don't mean well, then better not talk to them or just let them be or just watch in curiosity and then sabihin mo sa sarili mo, gusto ko rin mag-aral ng sign language. Ayun po. And then, siguro for parents, kasi minsan parang, ay, wag mong titingnan yan, baka maging ganyan ka rin. So, mali yun. So, dapat for parents, if your child is with you and you see a deaf person, you can just plainly say na hindi sila nakakarinig, kaya ito yung ginagamit nila, kamay nila. Pero hindi po nakakahawa yung pagkabingi. Kaya they're not to be treated as aliens or someone who has a contagious disease. They're human beings just like us.
So, what else can we do to show our support for the deaf?
We could show support for them by taking effort to study sign language. Kasi, yun nga if we live in a world with no language barrier, we could really live harmoniously with each other. And it's just trying to learn Korean or Chinese, and it's just another language. Sign language has its own grammar, has its own syntax, has its own way of expression. So it's just another knowledge or additional skill for us. So we should encourage people to learn sign language, and if ever they would need help, yung mga deaf, sometimes when they go to a bank or when they go to a grocery, and if you need someone to interpret for them, at least you can help.
Thank you so much, Teacher Jerly, for
you're welcome.
all of that. So, kids, we hope that you understood everything that Teacher Jerly has told us, and we hope that if you know anyone who is deaf, or if you have friends who are deaf, now you know how to respect them. So we should remember to always be kind to everyone.
And that's what I learned from Teacher Jerly.
Galing naman po nun.
Ganun po pala yun, ate. Ang galing!
Even though they can't hear as well as we can, they express themselves in their own way. Genius!
That's exactly it, Joey. So, did the both of you learn a lot today?
Opo, ate. Ngayon, alam na namin kung paano namin kakausapin yung bago naming classmate.
And soon, our classmate will be our new friend.
That's great! So kids, kayo rin ha, don't be shy or don't hesitate to communicate with our friends or family members who are deaf. We should show them our love and support.
We're bringing art into the boardroom. Inigo Acuna, one of the Philippines' rising abstract expressionist, joins us to talk about the real business behind commissioned art, pricing, partnerships with designers, and how artists deliver high-impact works for homes and corporate spaces.
A lot of people see art like a stock. So if you're a budding artist and they see potential in you, they can kind of place their bet on you. If your career goes up, the value of the work they purchase from you goes up.
Open for Business with Cesar Vallejos, Sunday, 9 p.m.
Sunnet 25.
On your way to success? Start with the best. New Era University, where we guide every individual to their natural state of excellence. Enroll now, because New Era University awaits the future we can build together. O mga bata, maghanda na! Ang pinakamasayang pag-aaral ay nagbabalik na! Nagbabalik ang homework para mas maging masaya ang pag-aaral ng inyong subject sa school.
Sama-sama tayong mag-aral. Sama-sama tayong masayang gumawa ng homework.
Abangan ang homework, dito lang yan sa Net 25. Gawin nating masaya ang pagkatuto.
Let's get together. Sunnet 25.
Well, that's all that we have for today, kids. But before you all go, let's have a quick review.
Kahit di po sila nakakarinig katulad natin, there are ways to communicate with the deaf. Kailangan natin maparamdam sa kanila ang support natin.
Sign language is used by the deaf to communicate. They use their hands instead of spoken words. It isn't so hard to learn. If we have friends or family members who are deaf, we should make it a point to learn how to use sign language so that we can communicate with them.
That's it, kids! Well, I hope that you learned a lot today and that you will show your full love and support for those who are deaf. See you again next time only here on WordHub. Bye-bye!